Largest outdoor cocktail party. Let me have the dogs.
I got to go with it, too. I mean, Florida's made it interesting, beating Florida 0-for-7 the last time that Georgia's been ranked in this game. I got to go with Georgia here.
What do you think, Brady?
Georgia is going to be an interesting SEC championship.
Brady says Georgia, and he's already predicting Georgia in the championship against Alabama.
Who's going to compete with them?
That's true. All right, here's the big one. 3:30, Penn State, Ohio State, number 2 at number 6. Urban Meyer against James Franklin. A good rivalry game. Ohio State, 7-point favorite at home. But Saquon Barkley, Penn State, I'm going to go with Penn State. I like Saquon. Although this is the biggest chance they've got at losing this year.
There's something about Urban Meyer in the big game that it just doesn't happen. And I think Saquon Barkley is just that good. And I think Urban Meyer chokes it away again.
What do you think, Brady?
Penn State, JT
Wow.
Barrett.
Everybody, Penn State, clean.
Yeah, JT Barrett's just too inconsistent, like Brady said.
Number 4, TCU. At number 25, Iowa State. 6.5-point favorite TCU on the road in Ames, Iowa. I'm going to go Iowa State here. I think Iowa State pulls off the upset over Gary Patterson and TCU. It's either going to be a close win for Iowa State or a blowout win for TCU, and I'm going to bet my money on Iowa State.
Iowa State's been able to hang around, but
they beat Oklahoma a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, gosh, I'm going to say 3:30. Yeah, I don't think there's enough hype there. I'm going to go with TCU.
TCU as well, but in a close one.
What'd you say, Brady?
He said TCU.
TCU in a close one. NC State, number 14 in the country, traveling to Notre Dame, number 9 in the country. Notre Dame is 7-point favorite. What do you think? Notre Dame, Brady says, Fighting Irish.
I think Brian Kelly, there's something about him this year just doesn't seem right. He seems off. North Carolina State's defense is still there, and that's what I'm going to have to go with this week.
I'm going to go with NC State because their quarterback, Ryan Finley, hasn't thrown an interception in 313 pass attempts. That's the longest in the country right now. Yeah. So no turnovers. They're going to
never forget the Hurricane game they played in. Was it last year with Notre Dame at NC State?
Yeah. I believe it was. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the NC State. Vanderbilt, South Carolina. This one is for your girlfriend here, Amelia.
Amelia, I don't know what it is this week. Vanderbilt's fell off the planet ever since getting that Alabama rammer hammer. I'm going Carolina.
Yeah, I'm going South Carolina. I like Will Muschamp pretty good. Let me have the Gamecocks. Brady's going to go Vandy.
It's reasoning. Might as well.
Yeah. Tennessee at Kentucky. Kentucky, a 3.5-point favorite. Now, do you know you're the big Tennessee fan. When's the last time Kentucky was favored to beat Tennessee on the gridiron?
2007.
So it's been a decade. So we'll see. No John Kelly.
Yeah, thanks, John. I appreciate it. Great, classy kid, though. Being able to come out and apologize like that. Great job by John Kelly on that.
Gosh, Mark.
There's something about this team. Ty Chandler is able to pick up the load in the running back position. Night game at Lexington. Probably not sold out. Go Vols, baby.
All right, Vols, I'm going to take Kentucky. What about you?
Yeah!
Brady
Finally,
says.
big Tennessee week for Mark. Let's go.
So Brady picks Tennessee. Those are your college football pick 'em as we get set now for the second half of football. Cats leading 13-0 over the Marion Scarlet Hurricanes, who are 8-0, unblemished this season. But the Cats trying to change that here with this road trip to Bristol that Marion's had to take here in late October. Again, Marion, the home team has won the last matchup in this one the last 5 years. So home team advantage shifts tonight to the Cats. Last year, Marion defeated Virginia High 41-13 as the Bearcats will receive to open up the second half of football. Moving the band off the field here at the stadium.
Band's on the field.
The band is on the field. They're trying to get them off here. As Marion's getting set as the ball's teed up here for the second half.
Man.
Again, 2 touchdown passes from Lane Carroll to Jamie Lathrop there in the second quarter. 1 missed extra point, but other than that, that's all we've had in the scoring department. 38 yards and 58 yards from Carroll to Lathrop on both those touchdowns. The kickoff's getting set, brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Leonard's going to kick it off. This one out to the 18-yard line. Davidson returning it off to the left side, cuts it right back up the middle at the 30. Good return. Out to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Cats will set up shop to open up the first drive of the second quarter, as this is a Bearcat offense that been able to click on several big plays, but other than that, for the most part, have been able to be stopped. You know, big plays.
Stagnant tonight, but I mean, like I mentioned before, the corners are the weakness of this team, and it looks like they're starting to bring a safety over the top now to limit those big plays.
Virginia High 2 for 5 on third down this year, but 2 for 5 on third down in the first half, but both those conversions were touchdowns for the Bearcats. 1st and 10, this fake jet sweep. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Rose. He gets forward 3 or 4. The line's pushing him out for a gain of close to 5, out past the 35, maybe 6 yards. Good run by Aaron Rose. Just wouldn't go down on that first down effort.
Yeah, you know what they always teach you? Keep those feet churning. That's exactly what he did there with a little help from the offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line coming through there right on his back and got 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 coming up. Ball sitting at the 36-yard line. Again, it's a good afternoon for football. Starting to cool off a little bit more here in the evening. Some of the coaches wearing pants on the sideline for the Cats. Also for the Hurricanes. Khakis tonight is shotgun. Lathrop dropping back. Plenty of time, but couldn't find anyone. A coverage sack as he's dropped for a loss. Close to 7. They're back inside the 30 to the 29. Didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Had time there early, but couldn't find anyone.
Yeah, and Marion's coverage there. They had 2 receivers go out. The safeties are playing man right along, double teaming the outside receivers.
So a big loss there. 7 yards on the sack. 3rd down and 11 coming up. Ball sitting at the 29. Got to get it to the 40. Bearcats working right to left across the field. 10:38 to go here in the third quarter. 13-0. Bearcats leading the Hurricanes.
Got him offsides.
As the flag is down, they're calling false start, it looks like. Some movement there forced.
Wow.
Looked like the right tackle moved somewhere along the line.
I thought the
Sean
defensive
Watkins
end pulled
maybe
him off, but
as it'll go as a 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Ball's back at the 25. Got to get it to the 40 if you're the Cats. Again, 3rd down is either it's been all or nothing so far, touchdown or no conversion. So let's see. 3 wide to the right. Snap. Lathrop dropping straight back. Pressure coming off the right side. Lathrop buying time, rolling to the right. Looking downfield, It's intercepted at the 40, up past the 40 to the 30-yard line as he falls forward. As Nicholas Reese gets the interception. Lathrop trying to force it downfield, patting himself on the right across the numbers, saying, I shouldn't have thrown that ball, telling Coach Christ. And Coach Christ looking at the team, telling them to settle down here. It's big turnover. It's intercepted by Nicholas Reese.
That is huge, but you can't let that suck the air out of this. You've been stout on defense all night long. I mean, if you're Jamie, you got to eat that ball, but you got to be stout here, hold them up. Big stop here. I mean, you talk about bringing some life, stopping them from their own from the plus 30.
10:08 to go, and there was a first turnover of the game for the Cats as Jamie Lathrop threw his 10th interception of the season. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. It's Ford's in the backfield with White. Handoff straight away. Ford breaking through past the 25, down inside the 25 to the 21-yard line. What a run there. Close to 8 yards as they'll mark him down at the 22 exactly. And now they're going to speed it up a little bit. 3 wide to the left. Ford still in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the right. Here's a run. Ford trying to get to the outside, and he gets it. There is a flag, and Ford's falling forward to the 10-yard line. Had a big gain.
Block in the back there.
He had the ball inside the 5, and it's a block in the back on Marion, as Mark has acknowledged.
He was set up for a tackle, and the guy just came and pushed him in the back. I mean, that's all that had to be. It was blatant.
Yeah, it was awful easy to see. So it goes from being 1st and goal from inside the 5 all the way back from the spot of the foul. Going to mark him all the way back at the 31. So from the 20 back to the 31. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. Lost really a net of probably 28 yards there just on the play. They got wiped off. 2 men in the backfield, the quarterback Wyatt and Ford. They're at running back, 3 wide to the left. Had some motion there on the outside, but no flag, as that's a quick little hitch route and a good tackle from Bobby Medley. But it gets close to 10 yards, brings up 2nd down and 3, long 2.
It looks like Chris was barking at the zebra over there on the side about that.
Yeah, the slot man sort of acted like he was going to go in motion and just stopped. And he didn't go in motion, so it should have been false start. Instead, it goes as a gain of close to 9 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Ball's on the 23-yard line. Got to get it inside the 20. Handoff forward off the right side. Breaks the tackle. He's got the first. So he got close to 4. First down, Marion inside the 20 into the red zone for the first time. Either team has actually been in the red zone today.
State Line Motors not getting much love on that.
State Line Motors red zone for the first time. 3 wide to the right as they go hurry up. Cats trying to get into position. Handoff forward off the right side. They had him in the backfield, but he broke free, and they've able to corral him after a gain of close to 5 yards. So able to make something out of nothing there. Forward is now he'll come off the sideline and lost his shoe, so he'll come out for a play, and they'll replace him with Nicholas Reese, who just had the interception a second ago, the junior, also the running back for this team.
Just milking the clock a little bit to be able to get that play up and get his shoe on. Big play, get him while he's out.
2nd down and 6. They'll put a man in motion. There's a snap. Jet sweep off to the left side. Good play getting out there to the edge. Alex Adkins stretched the play, and Bobby Medley was there to clean it up at the end. Adkins got enough of him to knock him off balance. No gain, or maybe a loss of 1 is what I'm getting notified. So loss of 1, it'll bring up 3rd down.
Kilby's still not on the field for this critical 3rd down.
Yeah, they've not brought Kilby back out there forward, the 1,200-yard rusher so far on the year. The kicker is warming up over there with the net for Marion, but that's the least of their worries here. 3rd down and 6. Got to get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ball sitting outside the 10. There's a snap. Quick hitter off to the right side. Incomplete. Tried to get it into the flats to Robinson, but it was incomplete. Now the field goal unit's going to have to come out and try to.
It looks like they're going to go for it, and Kelby came back on the field there.
Yeah, Kelby's back out there now. So.
And the drops just seem to be an X factor for this Marion team. Just can't hold on to the football.
So 4th down coming, and there's no sign of the kicker. So he was warming up over there, but looks like he's not going to get the chance. 13-0 the score. Marion with the ball, though, inside the red zone. 10 seconds on the clock. Got to get it down to the 7 if you're Marion. There's a snap. Dropping straight back wide. Now looking over the middle. Nobody open. Scrambling off to the right side. Looking downfield in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Stopped right there. The drive fizzles out as Wyatt had all the time in the world. Couldn't find anybody as he threw it into the back of the end zone. Actually had somebody back there but didn't see him. And that's the 3rd time today that the Hurricanes have turned it over on 4th down. And this time it was inside the 15 at the 13 or 12-yard line.
He literally just overthrew that guy there. Had him wide open in the back of the end zone. I don't know if he didn't see him or just misplaced the ball there.
I'm like you. I don't think he even seen him. I think he was going for the front. There was somebody running a little out route there in front. Not sure he saw the second as the Cats take over. So Lathrop's interception doesn't amount to anything. The interception throw he made earlier. Howard running it up the middle, and he stopped up right at the line. Might have lost a yard. Got right back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. They're at the 12, at their own 12.
And something else to think about. It looks like Marion's going back to that man coverage. See if you can be able to bust open the top again and make them honor that pass option there.
Yeah, I think since they've seen that the Cats not been able to get a lot going on the ground, now they've loaded back into the box here.
2 safeties over the top.
Yeah, now they're back to that other formation. So 1st down, they loaded. Here's the snap. Lathrop dropping straight back under pressure from the backside, and he'll go down. Lost 2 or 3. Able to make up some ground, though. He was going to go down for a loss of 5 or 6 as he fell forward. Bring up 3rd down and 12. Ball sitting back at the 10-yard line. Got to get it to the 22 if you're Virginia High. Players for Marion trying to get that Marion sideline to get into the ball games. It's crunch time here for the Cats. Marion trailing, though, 13-0. Cats trying to get a big 3rd down conversion in their own territory deep. There's a snap. Quick screen off to the left side. Carroll able to make the catch after bobbling it, but he'll go down right after that. Short gain of 5. Bring up 4th down and 7. Is kind of bobbled the ball. Luckily, he was able to even get that as it was looking like it was going to go incomplete, but able to make the grab. But
yeah, if he made that grab clean, though, he had a lot of room in front of him.
As Carroll will walk off, get ready to punt this one away. Lathrop frustrated on the sideline. Cats so far in the second half, an interception and
gotta keep your cool.
A 3 and out. Carroll back to punt. Pressure Almost getting there. Carroll's